Gotta be fucking kidding.
Here's the first movie.
Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Peel that pig and slice him thick.
The body count is always bigger.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
The fucking trees walked in those movies.
Hi, doggy.
What a story, Mark.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Life moves pretty fast.
If you want your sequel to become a franchise.
37 dicks.
In a row?
I'm your number one fan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our final Wes Anderson Marathon Me episode, where we're doing the much-anticipated ranking of our favorite movies.
It's a sad day today.
Wow.
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 Flippers and all, wow.
It's been quite a while. We've been doing these Wes Anderson films for quite a while now.
Wow.
And it's gonna feel weird moving on to a new series.
I know, and our next step too, like going to freaking Diary of a Wimpy Kid, bro. The step down.
So that's what we're doing. So that's what we're actually doing next.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sweet. This one will be and it'll be. Are we gonna go really deep in depth with these Diary of a Kid movies?
You know that I'm going to.
I want you to, please.
Oh yes. Go Rhys's 2 cents about Roderick rules.
I'm actually really excited to watch those movies though, because I haven't watched them in years, so it'll be exciting. Well, the first 3 at least.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be so interesting as well is that by the time that we finish, it's going to be the same length as our Scream series.
Oh my god. Yeah. Two series on the same wavelength. Honestly. Yeah, most definitely.
We would have put as much effort into talking about Diary of a Wimpy Kid as Scream. Wes Craven's Scream.
There's actually a scary amount of YouTube videos that I was watching during COVID the first lockdown, where they were going in depth with the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies and books.
Oh, really?
Like just people just talking about them, reviewing them, analyzing them, and it was mostly taken for shits and giggles and all that, but I thought it was pretty humorous, so that would be exciting to hear our own kind of takes on those films.
Please, when we actually do it, report the best theory or take that you have found online.
Sure, yeah.
Please. Okay, thank God. But
all right.
we can't talk too much about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, because that's for another day.
Exactly.
That's for 5 other podcasts one day.
Exactly
for you to listen to. So this is first off, I think that I'll just sum up how I think we're going to do this. I think because there's 9 movies, you guys probably don't want us to go on for a really fucking long time talking about each movie again.
Yeah,
because
personally, I wouldn't want to do that either.
You've already listened to us talk about each movie for an hour, and it's like, oh, we've heard this, we get it. You like The Life Aquatic, Kane? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be very, very, very brief and dot pointish, I reckon, just to get it out there. And then you can make up your opinion. And then I would say, after you talk about all your movie rankings, Kane, then just do a summary of the top 3 or whatever, just to reiterate it. And it's gonna be happy days. I'm very excited. I'm hyped, and I'm going to go first. This much anticipated ranking. Ooh. So 3, 2,
drum roll, boys.
1. So number 9 has to go to Bottle Rocket. Love the cast and the dynamic between them. Got legends like Kumar and that are unforgettable for me. You can't miss a legend like that.
God bless Kumar, rest in peace.
Like the themes of man-children, with characters such as Dignan being the ultimate man-child, and that is where all the conflicts comes in this movie. But it just lacked a little bit of depth and intricacy, which is understandable. For your first ever movie, Wes Anderson, it makes sense. You're not as experienced and still did something really, really good. This is the biggest thing that I have to reiterate, which I think Kane is thinking the exact same thing, that none of these movies I hated. No. None of these I even didn't like. I like and probably even love every single one of these movies.
Yeah, I'm definitely the same.
And I think that you're going to even see it with my next pick. Which is my number 8 spot goes to Fantastic Mr. Fox, because gorgeous, but I'm just not the biggest animation fan. It doesn't resonate with me too much, and there's no particular scenes that stay with me. When I think back on the movie, there aren't any that give me real goosebumps. As well as the soundtrack isn't really my favorite. Doesn't really stick with me too much.
You can't see it right now, but I'm making like a sour face right now.
It's probably
talking about the soundtrack.
Probably just because of the trauma that I experienced with not getting the part and not being able to. That's really it.
That's probably the reasoning. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Should have fucking put it at number 1 if that was the case. If that wasn't the case, yeah.
But I'm just not the biggest animation fan, so I just don't think that I get as attached to animation as I do with like live action stuff.
Yeah.
So also, I think that George Clooney, personally, just being in a Wes Anderson movie, he feels too normal.
Yeah.
And he's
not quirky
enough.
enough.
Plays a talking fox, but still not quirky enough.
Yeah.
He's not the type of Wes Anderson character that I like to see.
He's kind of just playing George Clooney, kind of like what he does in a lot of his other roles.
Exactly. So
yeah, kind of like the Danny Ocean kind of character.
So for me,
except the fox.
For me, gorgeous movie, but just doesn't cut it. Number 7, Moonrise Kingdom. Hardest one to place for me. This has gone so up and down because this is the dilemma in my brain.
Yeah.
Is that the aesthetics are up there with the best for me. Like, I love the aesthetics of this movie. I love the feeling that it gives me. And it's like, it shows how much of a fine craft this film is with the way that it makes you feel. But the story is just lacking. It feels slightly incomplete story-wise to me. It's something really, if you had to... I think rank them in order of their like, what's it called? They're fine tweaking.
Yeah.
Then this would probably have to go down the bottom for me because there's just so many, like, there's unanswered questions and I feel unsatisfied with certain bits. Like, right away, immediately afterwards, don't feel unsatisfied because of how much I love that ending and the way that the ending made me feel, like the movie. But then when you think back on it, you're like, oh, this. Why was there even an affair between Bruce Willis and Frances McDormand?
Yeah.
And then also, funnily enough, these two films that are sort of at the bottom have like A-listers that are like standard actors that aren't very quirky. Like Bruce Willis would not call a quirky man.
Oh fuck no.
So
he's anything but. He's not even a likable man.
Yeah. So I think that is what sort of takes a little bit away from it for me. And now number 6, Royal Tenenbaums. Aesthetics are probably the best.
Yeah.
And has some of the best standalone scenes. Like, without a doubt, actually. Best standalone scenes as a whole.
Definitely.
Like, Needle in the Hay, suicide scene, beautiful. Attempted suicide scene. And freaking These Days encounter between your boy Richie and Margot. It's so tasty.
There's so many, like, just beautifully done scenes in that movie, most definitely.
It just makes you feel... amazing inside, but just something about the pacing doesn't make it that fun to watch, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, compared to all the rest here, it was probably the least interesting to watch because it is an exhausting movie to watch, I reckon.
Most definitely, yeah.
It is exhausting with how stimulating and engaging it is for the first, like, 15 to 20 minutes, and then it just sort of goes for a bit, and then it gets really engaging again.
I don't think I could see myself rewatching this movie for a while.
I know, but then I'll go on freaking waves where I'll be like, I really want to rewatch it because I want to see the aesthetics again. It's like, you know what this movie is like for me?
What?
It is like an ice cream that tastes really good, but is huge and really sugary.
Okay, that's fair.
You think back on it like, oh, that's so good. Like, that ice cream was the bomb. But you eat this ice cream... and you get halfway through and you're like, I didn't realize it was this big. And it tastes really good at the start, but then it sort of starts to wear off. That is what I feel it's like.
Yeah.
But then it ends because you have just that little cone bit at the end that like it's sort of melted and it's dripping and it's nice again. Yeah. But still exhausting. It is a track to get through this ice cream that is Royal Tenenbaums. Also, the soundtrack is auditorily orgasmic. Ooh. That is the tone that I want to give to it.
Love that.
And then my number 5 spot goes to Isle of Dogs. Slow start, but gorgeous movie. This one, for me, is saved by Chief and Atari's relationship exploration is adorable. Also, another saving grace is that I got the most emotional during this. I got teary on multiple times just because of my love of dogs, though.
I wish I was conscious enough to witness it.
Oh, you you were probably teary because of the alcohol smell.
I was teary because I was trying to keep myself away.
Yeah, exactly.
Not due to the movie.
Yeah, because you were rubbing your eyes. That's why you were teary.
Oh, God.
And the movie experience is oof. It is a great movie experience. the way to watch this is in a totally dark room.
Oh, most definitely,
where
yeah.
like the opening of just like black screen, nothing going on, and then the drums starting.
My God,
That
yeah.
is great filmmaking, and also freaking Wes Anderson can do a high stakes, big world scale
Yeah.
film for sure. Like that's what this one shows to me anyway, and I'm excited to see what other sort of big scale things he
Could
does.
you imagine him doing a fucking Marvel movie?
Oh my God, no!
That would be fucking terrible.
I feel like I've seen like a Screen Junkies video on YouTube that's
Yeah.
like a Marvel movie if Wes Anderson
Oh
made
God,
it or something like that.
that would be fucking awful. I reckon. You know he would not want to do it. He'd
Oh,
be like
no way.
contractual. He'd be like we'll give you X amount of money. He's like, oh, fine, okay. Whatever.
Yeah. You know what? You want to know? I can only think of one reason why he would do it and say yes
Why?
is because he'll take the movie and fund the money that he's getting paid for
Yeah.
it to fund the next 5 movies
Yeah.
that he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, no, it would definitely be like it would be like a funding thing. Yeah, most definitely.
It would be
It's kind of like when Kevin Smith made fucking
Cop Out.
Cop Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
To fund these movies, which I mean, it didn't really show because Red State looked cheap as hell, and then fucking Tusk was like,
Passion Project would have been very fun to work on.
yeah. It's
But-
just
but
a shame that I wasn't passionate about the whole movie.
How are you not passionate about a walrus turning movie?
It was so fucking good that first half, man.
Well, anyway, moving on.
Yeah, okay, I'll bitch about that at another point.
Next one, my number 4 now.
Ooh.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Ooh.
Feels like the most fine tweaked and technically astounding, I would say. Makes sense that it got its Oscar nomination, and
Well deserved.
only thing lacked a bit of Jason Schwartzman, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's a man that I love just like looking at.
Yeah,
and
listening to his voice as well.
they nail his aesthetic in every single movie. Like even though I'm gonna use this term to death, already have.
Yeah.
But yeah, they nail his costuming and character feel all the time. That whenever he's on screen, just makes me happy. So yeah, he was only in like 2 scenes in this movie.
Yeah, no, he was only in the opening, and that was it.
Yeah, very.
Rest in peace.
I know. And now, final 3.
Oh,
so
fuck, here we go.
my number 3 goes to The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Mm-hmm. The soundtrack follows me in my dreams. I was listening to some before you got here, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the underwater exploration soundtrack.
Nice.
The one that's all like funky and electronic. That's
Yeah.
like.
Oh, yes. Oh, my fucking God. I love it.
And the aesthetics are sexy. And one thing that I need to do before I die is we need to cosplay as Ned and Steve Zissou.
Please.
I want to do that so much.
Did we agree that you'd be Ned and I'd be Steve?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think that just makes sense.
I have to be Steve, man. I have the fucking beard and everything.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I can grow the mustache, the awkwardly suiting mustache,
Yeah.
just like his.
Yeah.
And this also has my overall favorite scene of any Wes Anderson movie, which is the credits
Yeah.
with Queen Bitch by David Bowie playing.
Oh, yes.
It makes me feel so good inside. And whenever I am drunk, it's all I think about. And I just picture myself in this scene. That's why I must want to cosplay as Ned, even though Ned I don't think is in the scene.
Wow.
Nah.
But still,
Oh,
I think
no way.
yeah, I think that he's just at the top of the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, now my number 2 spot.
Yeah.
So this was very hard, I reckon, because if
Yeah.
you asked me a month ago, this would be hands down my favorite,
Yeah.
which is Rushmore.
Oh, okay.
Max Fisher, I reckon, could be identified with by so many people, and like I feel it's just so identifiable for some reason because of his broad and rich personality.
Yeah.
That anyone can sort of relate to him in one way or another. Because especially when you go back to your teen years,
Yeah, most definitely.
which is so strange because like us in high school had like I think totally different. I think that we had different senses of identity in relation to our school.
Yeah.
But I think that we can both take things from Max Fisher and go, I can relate to
Yeah,
him.
most definitely.
He is me, even though that we are taking totally different parts from him.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love the Bill Murray's introduction in a Wes Anderson movie as
Yeah.
well. They're fantastic.
Fucking great scene.
I think that their sort of father figure relationship is great.
Yeah.
There's no one that you despise in this movie. You want everyone to just have a happy ending, and they do. And it's also like plants the seeds for everything that you love in a Wes Anderson movie. Love it so much. And And then that brings me to my number one, which is, everyone has probably made the deduction already.
No way, yeah.
It is the Darjeeling Limited, the biggest jump up on my list.
Yeah.
By far, from my opinion when I first watched them.
Yeah.
This was one of the least memorable when I first watched Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah.
Could not have given less of a shit about it. Was honestly, in a way, sort of dreading watching it again because I didn't really care that much. And but then the way I felt during this movie just is words cannot explain this. A podcast is not the ideal medium for me to portray my my feelings about this. The medium that is ideal for this does not exist yet, and does not rely on fucking sound or even visual freaking sensory memory. Like, it all just relies on the feeling, and the way that this movie made me feel, it gave me clarity. I reached some sort of unbelievable clarity for some reason, where and like the aesthetics are not even the most memorable out of the series, by far. But the story for me just takes the cake. These three brothers I felt I'd known, and I felt the weakness of Francis as he peeled off his bandages for the first time. I felt the guilt of Adrian Brody's character. Yeah. Peter, yeah. The slow motion shot of the three brothers walking by the funeral has become an inspiration for me and given myself a new goal in life.
Yeah.
I will die happy if one day I can create something that makes someone feel the way that I felt during this scene.
Damn.
End of ranking for me.
That's fucking deep, man.
And before recording this, I was like writing a freaking essay, and Kane was just sitting here like probably thinking, dude, just fucking hurry up.
No. I was chilling, but I was immediately thinking, fuck, man, my kind of note's gonna pale in comparison. Not like me being like, oh, self-doubting and all that, but like, it's definitely, I don't think I can really go as in deep as you have, at least at the moment, but I'll try my best.
It seems like that it took me, to get through all 9 movies, it took me about 14 minutes.
Yeah.
14 or 13, because we also had, like, intro.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, my ranking is going to be a bit more just unfiltered, because, like, my notes are, like, kind of basically non-existent for my ranking. So I'm just kind of going off of the top of my head, basically. And yeah, so basically, number 9, similar to Rhys, it is Bottle Rocket. Now,
no way.
No, I know, right?
You seem to like it so much.
You know, it's not like I've ragged on it for every goddamn episode that we've done at one point or another. Now, rest assured, Bottle Rocket fans, this will be the last time that I rag on this film for a while. And you know, like Rhys said, it's not a bad movie. None of these movies are bad movies. I don't hate any of them. There's just some that I just like less than others. And Bottle Rocket, yeah, definitely like the least.
I have a quick comment that I need to make, which is, so we've already explained the whole Kane's brother Nick borrowing my DVDs for fucking months.
Yeah.
And the only ones that he actually got to watching were the first 3, so Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, and Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
And I think his favorite was Bottle Rocket out of those 3.
I'm gonna ask him tonight.
I know for a fact that he liked it more than Rushmore. So him, and then his girlfriend Aisha, I asked her, and she also said Bottle Rocket. And I was like, you were lying. You were just saying that bullshit because your boyfriend said that.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
Why are you lying to me and like feeding me this deep fucking pit of bullshit?
Look,
why?
You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but this is wrong. So yeah, okay, wrong. Thank you. No, but it's a fine movie. I just don't care for it. It drags a lot during the second act. I didn't care about the creepy relationship between Luke Wilson and Inez. But you know, there's a lot to like in this. There's a lot to like in this movie. Mainly, I just love Dignan and Luke Wilson. Wait, what was Luke Wilson's character's name in the movie?
It was Dignan Anthony.
Anthony, yes. Yep. I was about to call him Alex. Yeah, no, Dignan and Anthony, I think, are definitely like the highlight. They're the highlights of the movie. Also because, you know, it introduced us to the Wilson brothers, so that was very nice. And plus, you know, you got Future Man in there as well, which was
Future
nice
Man.
Touch. But no, it's like, it's not a perfect movie. It's not my favorite movie, but like, you know, it's for a directorial debut, it could be worse, I guess, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Now, you're not going to like me for this next one. Number 8 is Darjeeling Limited.
Damn,
Now,
oh my God.
I feel really horrible because especially after you talking before, I wish I could have had that experience that you had watching this movie. I am so fucking envious that, like, you got to feel those things that you felt about Darjeeling. For me, it just... I thought it was enjoyable, but, like, I guess I definitely enjoyed it. It gave me more of an appreciation for it when we were doing the episode together. But
went from 9 to 8.
No. But, like, I definitely, like, it resonated a lot more with me when you were talking about it. But I don't... a lot of these films for me is going to be, especially for, like, the middle chunk and all that, it's just going to be like, I don't know why, but it just doesn't click with me.
I know, right?
Or I'm just like, it's okay. I just don't... It's just... It's not for me, but it's like, I don't get much out of it, you know?
I totally get you. That is what this is not an objective ranking.
No.
Like, in no way. I think that the Scream one is a bit of an objective ranking.
Oh yeah, because like
Scream
there's a clear quality.
Yeah, there's quality jumps. Yeah. Where with this, it is seriously just whatever.
Oh, most definitely.
Like resonates with you.
Yeah,
like, that's 100% it. Like that's the main factor that is making me fight for Darjeeling.
Yeah,
is the whole just and the interesting thing too is that, like, Kane has 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like that it's like these missing out because they don't know what brotherly love is like or anything.
That's a definite thing that I really did enjoy about this movie, and especially when, you were kind of discussing about the movie, was the theme of brotherly bonds and all that. You know, me having 2 other brothers, upon, like, thinking more and more about the movie, and hell, even, like, just even watching the movie, like, the scene where they're all chilling around the campfire and they're, like, getting, like, fucking high on, whatever drugs they were taking.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, it reminded me of, like, just those nice quiet moments that you have with your brothers and all that, and it's just, remembering why you guys kind of love each other and all that, despite the differences that y'all may have, you know?
You need, gotta,
I gotta scream, I gotta be more louder.
I think you gotta be a little bit louder.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's alright. Okay, so, yeah, basically, I don't really have much else to say, it's got Jason Schwartzman in it, what else could I really ask for? But yeah, anyways, next, number 7, Isle of Dogs. I think people will understand why I kind of rank this a bit lower, is not so much for the quality of the movie, but more so for the experience that I had watching it. I have yet to rewatch it. I do need to do that as soon as possible. Maybe I might do an update just in case my opinions kind of shift. I don't think so. However, yeah, it's a great movie. It was what's it called? It definitely deserved the Best Animated Feature Oscar. Shame it didn't win, but Spider-Verse was better, personally speaking.
Spider-Verse?
Oh, because both of them were nominated for Best Animated Feature.
Isle of Dogs. Sorry, because I'm looking through, like, random stuff on my phone now, and I thought you were talking about Budapest Hotel.
I'm sorry, I'm boring you now, am I?
No. I'm doing research.
Oh, okay, yeah, whatever, mate.
No, because this is your time to shine.
No, I don't give a shit. It's
your
fine.
Time to shine.
No, but it's good. As a dog.
As a dog,
all men are dogs. But no, as a dog owner, it definitely resonated with me. Fucking Atari and Chief's relationship and bond that they build throughout the movie. It's very heartwarming. Very just. It got me all warm and mushy inside. Along with my my actual insides, which were complete mush because I wanted to fucking kill myself that day. My God. Oh, as much as I rag on that cinema experience, watching that movie, it's a great experience as well. Like, most definitely.
I find it so funny.
It's fucking hilarious. It's definitely a story that, like, I'm glad. Like, obviously, I wasn't glad during that experience, but I'm glad that I lived through that experience and I won't have to live through it again.
Yeah.
just the falling asleep and reeking of cheap divas, not the watching the movie with my best friend and all that. Alright, so next, number 6 is Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like I might get a little bit crucified for it because, like, this film is very beloved and all that.
The Academy are gonna hate you.
God,
when the
no, well, fuck them. They didn't nominate Venom for best original song at the Oscars, so they can go fuck themselves. Sorry,
an honest man.
Sorry, guys, if you're listening to this and I've released an Oscar contender, please don't take this quote into consideration, please. I love you guys, you old fucking out of touch hacks.
Oh my god, why are you? Okay, continue, please.
The Oscars suck. No, but really, just a pleasant movie. It's just a really pleasing movie experience. Like you said before during our episode of this movie, every frame of this movie is like a painting, and I think what really makes this movie is not just the aesthetics and cinematography, it's also Ralph Fiennes' performance as Concierge Gustave.
Oh yeah, that's a very, very good point.
It's both a very it was very both captivating and also just really funny, Does that make sense?
The funniest Wes Anderson movie, in my opinion.
Not for me, but I definitely can see why. What's it called? Okay, number 5, Royal Tenenbaums. Kneel in the hay scene. That's all I gotta say. Kneel in the hay. It's like it. Objectively speaking, it is the best. I think it's my personal favorite Wes Anderson scene. Honest. No. It's my second favorite Wes Anderson scene. No, actually, I actually know my favorite.
Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to hear later.
It is my second favorite Wes Anderson scene. It is so haunting and yet at the same time kind of beautiful as well. And I just love scenes in movies where they can just make me feel just really fucking just haunted, but yet go like, wow, that was so well done. Also, Luke Wilson. This movie also proved to me that Luke Wilson is the better Wilson actor, because he is more capable. Like Owen Wilson, God bless his soul, I love him, but Luke Wilson, man, God, he deserves more recognition, especially in this movie. Like, fuck, he's so good in it. That's all I really got.
So much.
That's all I really got to say about it, man.
It's something, I don't know if I mentioned it during the Royal Tenenbaums podcast or not, but I always forget about Owen Wilson's character, even in that movie.
I mean, his character was kind of it's weird because when he crashes the car and kills the dog and all that.
Yeah.
And his whole drug problem that kind of came out of nowhere in the movie. And I don't think I mentioned it in the episode, but that was a thing I had an issue with in the movie. I'm just like, you didn't really need this, or if you're going to have it, just elaborate on it a bit more, I guess.
There's almost too much happening in that movie. There's too many good things that it makes them less good.
Yeah, most definitely.
It just gets, they get lost. It's a needle in the head.
Oh, fuck off. That's good. I like that.
Oh my god, what a microcosm of a statement for this movie.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's beautiful. It's so deep. No, but all right, number 4, Moonrise Kingdom.
Nice.
I just love how this movie just makes me just feel like a young kid again, honestly. It's not perfect. I definitely see the criticisms that you have about the movie and all that. But I don't know. One thing I definitely feel like when I watch movies, I love to watch movies not just for enjoyment or to analyze, but I also like to get an emotional experience and all that. And sometimes I rate films higher than some others because I have a better emotional experience when it comes to films like Moonrise Kingdom, for example, because it gave me that kind of sense of childlike wonder and excitement, especially during the third act and all that. It gave me that kind of excitement that a kid would feel during a really exciting thunderstormy day, and the girl that I like sitting right next to me, oh my goodness, oh, this is so exciting, oh, anything could happen kind of meme,
My food simile for this one is that it's like mum's pasta, that it tastes so good. It tastes probably better than any other food that you've had.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're ranking the best foods ever made, then something made by freaking Gordon Ramsay, it's hard to rank mum's pasta over Gordon Ramsay's signature dish,
mm-hmm.
or a crock and bush or something.
Yeah.
Even though the taste and the feeling it gives you is amazing, and because it has all this emotional power, it just, the structural integrity of it, just you can't put it above other things that have so much more technical finesse.
Yeah, most definitely.
So on Raw Tenenbaums is a big fatty ice cream. This is mum's delicious pasta that has a lot of butter in it, so it's not very good for you.
Yeah.
And also the pasta isn't even cooked all the way through. It's still a little bit crunchy, but because she made it, it just tastes delicious.
Provides you with a nice, warm, happy, somewhat nostalgic feeling, I guess. Okay, now I'm getting into my top 3, and speaking of nostalgia...
Top 3.
Number 3. No, we're now... Actually, speaking of nostalgia from before, number 3 is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Let's be honest, I had to put this up on the top of the list because I'm just biased. I love this movie. It's a childhood favorite of mine. It always puts me in such a good mood whenever I watch it. Like, this is definitely a more emotional pick for me. Like, a more emotional kind of personal pick. I fucking love this movie so much. And also, definitely amped up by the cinema experience, since this was my first time being in a movie theater since COVID happened. And I got to watch the movie with my good friend Rhys.
That's very sweet of you, Kane.
I can't say best friend. I legally cannot say best friend anymore.
Yeah.
We're getting divorced after this.
Oh, because of the ranking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
My heart broke for a sec.
Oh fuck, god damn it. Okay.
I thought you were being serious, and I was like,
what the
I thought that you were like not serious, like as in, oh yeah, we're not that close friends. But I thought like for some reason you had a problem calling me your best friend on this podcast.
Wow. No, even though I literally said it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. No. Oh god, what happens if Lawrence hears? Oh no.
I know. Oh god.
Oh shit. No, but yeah, it's definitely a more personal pick for me. It makes me happy every time I watch it. It puts a smile on my face and warms me heart whenever I watch it.
Warms me heart.
Okay.
On the ocean.
Now, number 2 and 1, the last 2, they were so fucking hard to rank because one I had a really emotional time, and the other one I just had so much fun watching. But number 2 is Rushmore for me. Rushmore. Oh my! So like after Bottle Rocket, which I wasn't really that crazy about, I was kind of nervous about going into Rushmore, being like, oh, I didn't know anything going in. I kind of had my own kind of idea of what the movie was going to be about, where I thought it was going to have Jason Schwartzman as like this Albert Einstein-esque genius, you know? But no, he's a smart man, he's a smart kid, but he's a fucking kind of a horrible person as well in the movie. The movie is just really fucking funny to me. It is the funniest Wes Anderson film for me. I just love the somewhat mean-spirited tone of the film. It's like you can also kind of see it in a lot of like the cinematography and all that. It's a lot like kind of, well, obviously because of the lower budget, but like it's definitely a more kind of dark looking movie, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which can also like reflect the kind of the somewhat dark comedy of some of the scenes and all that.
It's tragic. Like there are some really like truly tragic parts. Like, like freaking Herman just
he's just such a fucking tragic soul in the entire movie. He's a miserable fucking bastard.
His life sort of just ends. Like as in it slowly deconstructs and he like his weak. So he's already a quite weak man that gets bogged down to an even weaker standpoint where his vulnerability matches that of the like freaking the 15-year-old Max Fisher.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like that's what it's like. It's like he's already in a vulnerable spot, but then he somehow gets even lower.
Yeah.
And it's like that he looks up to Max's taste in women and he's like, I should believe what this guy says and take what he is wanting, but you know, I can take it because I'm an adult. Then is like, hey, let's follow that. Like, it's tragic, but then it has a happy ending and conclusion.
What's it called? It also started a lot of my kind of favorite things. It also has a lot of my favorite things in Wes Anderson's kind of filmography. One, Bill Murray just being a miserable piece of shit in his movies.
The sadder the better.
Exactly, the sadder the better. Like, Fantastic Mr. Fox kind of ruined it a little bit, ruined that hot streak, but kind of kept it. Oh, actually, Grand Budapest also kind of ruined it. Actually, definitely ruined it because he was not miserable at all in that movie.
He had his shit together. He owned a hotel.
Yeah, so
he managed the hotel.
So I was kind of disappointed in that, honestly. But yeah, no, and then also it introduced me to Jason Schwartzman as well. even though I had watched Fantastic Mr. Fox before, I didn't know who Jason Schwartzman was. I didn't know that he played Ash. So watching this movie and just seeing this character, Max Fisher, who I fucking love, like in the hands of a lesser director and a lesser actor, Max Fisher could have been the most unlikable cunt in this movie. I'm serious. If a lesser director made this film and a lesser actor played Max, he would have been so goddamn unlikable. But because of the way his character is written and the portrayal by Max Fisher. By fucking Jason.
Max Fisher, played by Max Fisher.
You know, they're portrayed by Jason Schwartzman. It works. You know. He balances that fine line between like, you know, semi relatable kid and then just real asshole, which I just love, honestly. He ain't no saint. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling about that one and get to my number one. I wonder what it's gonna be. It's Life Aquatic.
Life Aquatic with who?
Oh, I don't know if I can know the cunt's name.
Okay.
Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Oh my fuck. So this is yet another film I had no idea going in about this movie. Had no idea. All I knew Bill Murray was in it. I knew there were stop motion fishies. That's all I knew. And throughout the movie, I didn't really, because like, you know, whenever we watch these movies, we'd like crack jokes and all that every now and again. I don't think I really said much during this movie or cracked that many jokes, just because I was just so like just sucked into this world, this character of Steve Zissou, the crew, just his journey that he goes through. I was glued to the screen. I just wanted to see what was going to happen next.
Do you want to hear something really ironic? I thought when we were watching it, because you weren't saying anything, I thought that you were hating it.
Really?
Yeah, I thought, because also, like, as you saw my dad hating it and thinking it's one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah.
I thought that you could have been in the same boat.
Really?
Yeah,
That's fucking
because
funny.
You were so oddly quiet. I was like, oh no. and I also like, and I got doubts about us like doing the Wes Anderson movies in a whole, thinking that you would potentially be like, I fucking hate all of these.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I am pleasantly wrong.
Yeah, like
I was pleasantly
this
wrong.
This is like a complete 180, man. Honestly.
Especially too that when we finished it, you were like, I'm not going to tell you what my thoughts are. I'm going to say it for the podcast.
Yeah, honestly. No, but like just throughout the whole movie, I just was just so sucked in. I loved it. It was funny. It was emotional. It didn't bore me at all. Like, you know, even like the films that I really love by Wes Anderson, there can sometimes be little bits and pieces that I'll be like, okay, this isn't. I'm not really into this as much. But like throughout this entire movie, I just enjoyed every frame of it. I don't, maybe upon rewatch, maybe I might find more cracks in it, but like, because like I love getting emotional during movies and I love just being sucked into just an emotional story. I loved it, honestly. And man, that it's also the only Wes Anderson film to make me cry, honestly. Not like bawl my eyes out, but it did make me shed tears.
Yeah, I thought he was crying out of boredom. I just thought, when will this end?
Yeah, that was me doing Darjeeling, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that cuts deep.
I just gotta rip into your favorite movie. No.
That honestly hurts a little bit.
No.
It's okay. No. I'm moving on. It's
I'm
fine.
joking, please. No, but it was like the one film to make me cry, and it's also got my favorite scene in Wes Anderson's filmography, which is finally finding the jaguar shark. And yeah, it's just. Oh my god. I just want to watch it again now, honestly. Also, can I just give a shout out to my mate, Portuguese David Bowie?
Oh, yes.
Do you know? Remember what the dude's name is?
I always write it down. You know why he's so hard to remember his name?
Why?
Is because I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, no, true. I will not be able to either.
If you can't pronounce someone's name, then you just can't freaking get to the bottom of it. It's because it's like Sue George.
Okay.
It's like SEUJORGE.
Well,
Sue, is it Sue or So George? I don't know.
It's Portuguese David Bowie now.
Yeah, Portuguese David Bowie.
No, but I just want to give a special shout out to Portuguese David Bowie for just the random segments of the movie, just having him just perform David Bowie songs in Portuguese. It was just nice. I enjoyed that. I thought it was nicely done. It just made me really happy, honestly. And I think one thing I want to just quickly wrap up is another one of my favorite scenes is the scene where Life on Mars is playing and Bill Murray's smoking a joint on the edge of the boat. I don't know why I love that scene. I fucking love it. I don't know why.
There is something about the composition and the sound mixing of it that is just so freaking like it grabs at your heart.
Yeah.
Like, you feel it inside yourself.
That's definitely like what's it called? It's just that would sum up my feelings about this movie. It grabbed my heart in the best way possible, you know?
That's so good.
Yeah, and like yeah, that's pretty much all I have to really say about my ranking and all that. Definitely not as fully constructed as yours in terms of like given my reasonings, but like it was more so me being more emotionally driven in terms of my choices and all that.
Oh,
not choices, but more so like explanations, you know?
You did very, very well, Kane.
Yeah,
no, that was very well done, I think.
Thank you.
And to restate my top 3, it was Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Rushmore, and the Darjeeling Limited. Mm-hmm. And for you to restate your top 3,
Fantastic Mr. Fox, Rushmore, and Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
So we can see that it's pretty consistent with where big Rushmore stands, and Life Aquatic as well. Where also Life Aquatic was probably at one of the bottom of my near the bottom of my list when I was ranking it when I first watched them when I was 17 or something. So yeah, and I've cross-referenced a bunch of different rankings online.
Oh, really?
And it's pretty much like big consensus agrees with you that Darjeeling Limited is the worst one.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, this must break your heart, man.
I'm happy with it because art's subjective. So also even like the Rotten Tomatoes score doesn't beat Life Aquatic, which has like 54 or some shit. Which has an extremely low amount.
I can't believe that, man.
But Darjeeling has something really low around like it's like 68 or 72 or something. And I've even found the Guardians ranking of it. It has 10 spots, and I'm like 10?
10?
And it's because number 7 is the short film Hotel Chevalier.
Oh, the one with Natalie Portman.
The one with Natalie Portman. That got ranked above Bottle Rocket, Life Aquatic, and Darjeeling Limited.
Dude, they're doing us both. They're doing us both dirty. They're taking away. They're shitting on our favorite Wes Anderson movies and our favorite film my favorite film to rag on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, those fucking bastards.
I find it hilarious that they can seriously justify the 13-minute short film to introduce the Darjeeling Limited is 2 spots higher on the list than the actual movie. The actual thing. It's like saying that the fucking like the opening credits of Family Guy is more well constructed than Family. Actually, I don't know.
I was literally just about to say, like, come on, man, have you watched Modern Family Guy?
Could be, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, bad simile. But also a very consistent ranking thing as well is that a lot of places say Royal Tenenbaums is number 1.
Really?
But I think that is because it's the most Wes Anderson-y movie.
Yeah, it's definitely when he kind of like really took a hold of his own like Wes Anderson codes and conventions, you know.
And because the aesthetics are some of the best and the most like iconic characters and like colors and everything.
Yeah.
I think it just says that because of the whole. If you look up a Friday the 13th ranking, Friday the 13th Part 1 is going to be there. Look at my Halloween ranking. Halloween is going to be the top one. Make it. They always are like the most iconic. It's like that they do that in case people get offended and go, "What do you mean? This is the most of whatever you're ranking."
The one that started it all.
It's like if they go best foods related with cheese, number 1 they're going to put cheese.
Yeah.
Even though that maybe cheese flavored Doritos taste better, or like I know, whatever. They're just gonna do that.
Yeah.
God, my food similes today just fucking mental.
Mate, you're making me hungry, bro.
Yeah, oh god, I can't wait to get some food into me after this.
Oh yeah, mate.
Also, people seem to like Rushmore overall. Like
as they should.
They really like Moonrise Kingdom. That's pretty high up there for a lot of them. Which is just like I just don't really.
A lot of critics are really crazy about that movie, which is like part of me can understand, but then another part of me is like it's good, but it's like it's not like that high up good, you know.
I totally agree. I just don't. I don't really see it. But it's interesting because when there are some rankings out there that do praise Darjeeling.
Yeah.
And I remember when looking at those after my first time, I was like, who the fuck are these people saying Darjeeling Limited is the best? And I am now one of those people.
Yeah.
Same with also Grand Budapest Hotel. People seem to love the fuck out of.
Oh, yeah.
Because also they're going to put it there because it's been nominated for an Oscar. Like... Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely like an obvious contender for like a lot of people's like number one film.
So that's basically our ranking. There's a couple of things before we move on because like I also want to use these episodes to like touch on little things to do with Wes Anderson or Scream or like to do with whatever our topic of the series have been because they just haven't fit into anything else.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that I watched the other day, the Bottle Rocket short.
Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube. I recommend it for like it's not bad, but it's not gonna blow your socks off.
It's not gonna make me fall in love with the actual movie.
Nah, I like it's worse than the movie, but of course because it's a fucking student film compared to a big budget, a budgeted movie.
I'm assuming that Luke and Owen are in the movie.
They sure are.
Okay, good.
And so is their Dignan, Anthony, and
the other dude.
The other dude.
For some reason, I think his name's Stuart, but I don't think it is.
Nah, it's not Stuart.
I think I'm saying.
I can scroll up all the way to like my first note in the movie, which is Bob.
Bob, okay, what a lame name. All right, cool.
So yeah, I totally recommend watching it because it's pretty much just like it's just a short film about bad criminals, like as in just like dysfunctional criminals.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just worth watching.
Yeah, all right. I might actually. I'll give it a watch later.
It's like less than 10 minutes or something.
Yeah,
it's easily done.
Yeah, epic.
Another directorial escapade of Wes Anderson's is he has directed an American Express commercial.
Oh, has he now?
As well as a H&M at Christmas commercial.
Oh, God forbid, Jesus Christ. I guess we'll know him when we see him because it's going to look like the most beautiful fucking ads we've ever seen in our lives.
Yeah, it's really weird how, like, American Express has done this for other things, like, with other directors. Like, I did an assignment on... not Steve Martin, fucking Martin Scorsese, and like Martin. How and the commercialization of his auteur brand or whatever. And like two pieces of evidence that I used is that like there's an American Express commercial that like he is in and like his whole like they use his status to freaking advertise it, which is interesting. Which is pretty much this Wes Anderson thing. Like it's not that it's not a commercial that you look at that you're like, oh my god, this is amazing and it's going to sell me. It's that they put Wes Anderson's name on it and then also he appears in it as well. Yeah. So it's weird that they're like, American Express decided, let's get directors.
They want to get the fucking film bro community in on American Express.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, film bros love money.
I say Wes Anderson is in this ad. Okay, I'll get in with American Express or whatever the hell you would say.
If Wes Anderson thinks it's good, I can think it's good.
Most definitely.
Has the seal of approval. You know what they should have done? Instead of that, just made freaking American Express cards that you get directly from them that have the aesthetics of Wes Anderson things.
Now that would be very epic.
Imagine a Richie debit card. That would be so cool.
I love that.
A Jaguar shark.
Dude. That would be actually so fucking sick.
American Express, if you just do that, then you've got 2 new customers.
Yeah. You know that the CEO. I bet I know for a fact that the CEO of American Express is listening to this right now.
Oh yeah.
So mate, I'm gonna guess your name. Tommy. Sorry, Thomas. As you know, you want to be more formal. In the workplace.
Yes, he's a working man.
Get down to doing those ideas and give you 2 boys here some royalties. Okay. All right. Cheers, brother.
And then his H&M at Christmas commercial. Yeah. That's actually that's probably my favorite out of these 3 side things that I was talking about.
Yeah.
That pretty much just feels like Budapest Hotel, but set in a train.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it has Adrian Brody in it. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's not bad.
Okay. I wouldn't mind sussing this out.
Well, it's only a couple minutes and they're on YouTube, so I think totally check it out to complete your Wes Anderson
Maybe
exposure.
I might do it while you're watching Married at First Sight, maybe.
Okay, if you don't care. Oh yeah, by the way, that's like, we're going to wrap this up in like a minute or 2 because Married at First Sight started a couple of minutes ago and my family had to pause for me. man, Married at First Sight is just, it makes me so excited.
Yeah.
It's so great.
I'm glad that you can feel that.
I was such a hater for the first couple of seasons, and then a lot of people might not even know what Married at First Sight is. So
Probably not. Like maybe Australian listeners would definitely probably know.
I think it's only an Australian show. I don't think that there's other types of Married at First Sight.
I think there is in England, in like the UK maybe, because I know that they have their own version of Love Island and Gogglebox.
I searched Married at First Sight UK and only Australian stuff has come out.
Okay.
And then I'll say US, see if anything comes up there.
Okay, so I think
Married at First Sight US has 11 seasons.
Cool. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Okay.
for anyone that doesn't know what Married at First Sight is, it is a reality show which marries two random people and then it just follows their relationship, and it is fantastic. It makes me feel like we live in a magical world, because I cannot I can't believe that these people exist.
Yeah.
But then I do think that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So if they exist, imagine all the other fucking weird people that exist in this world.
You heard it here first, folks. Married at First Sight is magical.
It is magical. Mm-hmm. It convinces me that we live in a magical world. But anyway, there's also a couple of questions that I want to ask.
Could I just say this? You know, I've caught my mum crying during Married at First Sight.
Nice. My mum has cried a bunch during Married at First Sight.
Jesus Christ.
I have not cried, but I've gotten very emotionally invested. Yeah. And you really feel like you know these people, and you you root for some so hard, so freaking hard. You want them to fall in love.
Yeah.
And then some you just want to get freaking executed on live TV. I have 3 questions.
Okay. Do go
First question is irrelevant because you already answered it. I was going to ask for your favorite scene, and I think we both said it already.
Yeah.
Second question: favorite Wes Anderson character.
Fuck, that's a hard one. I'd say Max Fisher, just from pure entertainment value, honestly.
He is a very good one. He is a heavy contender. That because there's so many good ones.
Yeah,
it's hard to decide. Richie is also another great character.
Richie is a great one. Yeah.
I have to say, I think something about Francis and his injured aesthetic as well.
Yeah.
Really, really like him. Think he has a lot of depth.
Mm-hmm.
So, Francis from the Darjeeling Limited, who is Owen Wilson's character.
Yeah.
Love him.
All right. Francis and fucking Max. All right. Nice.
And favorite overall actor from all of them.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, that's such a hard one, man, because, I got 3 in the top of my head at the moment.
Okay, say one that isn't going to be the one that I say.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think I can think of something, yeah.
Okay, who is it?
I'd say Bill Murray, just in
perfect,
general.
Yeah.
Just because, I've always liked Bill Murray, because, I watched Ghostbusters when I was a kid, I've watched Groundhog Day, and I don't know. There's just something about Bill Murray that he always keeps me entertained. He keeps me entertained. You know what I mean?
I think that he's the most consistently present. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely.
And then that makes it really easy and entertaining to track his progression, his character progressions.
That's another fun. Yeah, that's really
fun
thing that I love and all that. I think it's also just because I love especially when he does the more emotional scenes, because he is a great emotional actor who I wish would do more good dramatic roles. You know what I mean?
I probably even have to agree with you, to be honest, that he's the best Wes Anderson actor sort of thing. Well, I'm going to say a different one anyway, because I have something else I want to talk about. But I like that Wes Anderson movies give him a vessel to show his range.
Yeah, definitely.
And show where he can pull off. That's why they probably keep on freaking, what's the word that I'm looking, synergetically working with one another.
Yeah.
It's because they both bring out amazing things of one another.
Definitely.
Which is that's the artist combo that you need.
Exactly. It's kind of it's like a Martin Scorsese and Leo DiCaprio kind of combo and all that. You get that, you get something good.
Yeah, totally. Mine, I have to say, is Jason Schwartzman, just because of the way that he makes me feel when he's there.
Him, man. He always puts a smile on my face.
Oh yeah, I just love him. He's great, and he also, I think, is I have two ideas around it.
Yeah,
where firstly, I find it really, really cool that he just seems to always make a good Wes Anderson character, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, as in Bill Murray, when I think about all his characters, like, love them, think they're really cool. But if you think about, like, Bill Murray's Moonrise Kingdom character,
Yeah.
doesn't really, like, he's not the most Wes Anderson character there.
Yeah.
Even, like, in maybe his Budapest Hotel one
Yeah.
as well, and in his role in the freaking Darjeeling Limited, like,
Yeah.
not the most...
He's very fucking important role.
Yeah. His crucial role.
Yeah.
They're not, to me, like, he's consistently the most Wes Anderson character actor. One other thing that I want to mention about Jason Schwartzman, which I was thinking about in Moonrise Kingdom, is that how nice is it that when Wes Anderson and Jason Schwartzman would have met and first worked together, he would have been like 15 years old.
Yeah.
He would have been a kid. And Wes Anderson would have seen Jason Schwartzman grow up and then would have accommodated for him growing up. And imagine this, like, interesting, like, respectful relationship that they would have with one another. And I was just thinking about this the other day, and I think that's lovely. It's really, really cool.
That's cute. That's actually really nice to think about, actually, because gave the man his start in like acting and all that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a teacher that believed in you.
Yeah.
And sort of like kickstarted his career, because Jason Schwartzman was not known at all at that point.
No, that was like his first role in the Rushmore. Yeah.
It's like the teacher that approaches you in English after you like submit a paper, and they're like, "This is really good.
Yeah.
You should like follow this." And it's like, "What? No way."
Yeah.
And then you keep in contact with them through your entire writing career or something. Like, I just think that's such a nice concept. And synergetic type relationship.
It's cute. I like it.
And also another thing to say about Jason Schwartzman is that I personally don't even think standalone that he is the best actor ever.
No.
Because I am currently watching Fargo season 4.
He's in it?
And he is in it.
Oh,
He's
really?
one of the main characters. He's in he would be in top billing of the show. There's Chris Rock, who's probably making the most, and then him.
Okay.
And he is distractingly bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
He plays like a mafia boss sort of thing.
Okay, well, that's your first problem.
Exactly.
You don't fear him.
Yeah, my mom keeps on being like, "Oh, I can't take him seriously.
Yeah,
I can't take him
to
seriously."
either.
And it's just, and I don't think that I can't take him seriously because he's unable to do it. I just think that he's not. He doesn't. Like, imagine in a consistent serious world, someone acting like a Wes Anderson character in that.
Yeah,
it would feel unnatural as fuck.
No, definitely.
So, and then also there's an interesting the final reference to Wes Anderson Coen Brothers trades is that Fargo, Coen Brothers property. Jason Schwartzman being one of the leads in season 4.
And that him being a Wes Anderson property, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Wes Anderson owns him, alright?
Yeah.
You gotta hashtag save Jason Schwartzman, bro.
See, that's the relationship that I was really, really impressed of. That freaking dominating relationship that they have. The power divide.
Oh, God.
Freaking power struggle between this teenage boy and his boss.
Oh, God forbid, Jesus. Hey, but look, Wes kind of threw him a bone. He got to see Natalie Portman naked and make out with her.
I know. Isn't that also a weird thing? It's like meeting a 15-year-old kid, working with him, and then being like, I've got a good role for you, bro.
Yeah, well, let's just specify. A couple years later, he wasn't 15 when he was hooking up.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Portman.
This is like when he's an adult.
Yeah.
But there were only 2 movies in between them, and he wasn't neither.
No.
Imagine working with someone when you're 15, getting a call back from them when you're like 28 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to like make out with Natalie Portman naked?
He's like, yeah.
I guess I can cancel my plans.
I'll see if I can fit this into my schedule, but I'll see what I can do.
I'll shift some things around.
And then he turns the phone off and he's just like, oh.
He's like, oh my God.
He's fucking jerks off to celebrate. He's like,
oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, I forgot he's 28, not fucking 18. Never mind, sorry, guys. I get my ages mixed. I get Jason Schwartzman's age mixed up. He looks too young to be like in his 20s or 30s or fucking however old he is.
When you hit 24 years old, you just stop jacking off. That must be it.
Yeah, apparently so.
What an unclassy way to close our marathoning series of Wes Anderson.
I couldn't think of anything better way. I couldn't think of any better way to end it off.
The great film artist. Well, I had a fucking ball doing this, Kane. Thank you.
Thank you for introducing me to basically all of Wes Anderson's filmography, really. Because
that's okay.
I had only seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, and now I can gladly say that I've seen every one of his films and found something to enjoy in each and every one of them. And even found some favorites out of his filmography.
That makes me so happy, Kane. And watching them with you watching them for the first time, and then talking about them on the podcast is making me feel like I watched them for the first time.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate you, Kane. I appreciate you, audience, and I appreciate you, Wes Anderson. Have a lovely one.
I appreciate all y'all just the same. I didn't want to repeat you, but yes, I'll shut up now so I don't ruin the nice note that you left it on. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Wow.
And don't forget to check out our Facebook page at MarathonMeOfficial, all one word, and our Instagram, MarathonMe_official, to keep up to date on the podcast. And hey, if you want to get into contact with us, email us at marathonmepodc, yes, the letter C, @gmail.com. Like podcast without the arst.